Greetings and salutations, earthlings. Zube here. And I'm going to do a random reading for someone. Please excuse my healing tattoo. I know it looks really fucked up right now. There's like fake skin or something on there. So it's sort of like bleeding out. It's not done with a marker. Anyway, yes, I'm going to be doing a random reading. If you're interested in a personal reading, astrology or tarot, my information is down below. This will be general and timeless. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Maybe it's for you, maybe it's not. If it's not, that's totally fine. I have other timeless readings, and you are also allowed to not like me. You are very welcome to that. All right, so that one wanted to come right out. So we got two. I'm going to pull three cards. First card for our internal experience, second for our external, and the third for the higher perspective. So we got Queen of Cups and Four of Cups. So we're in our feels. Totally kind of, I'm going to do like that. Kind of appropriate. Considering if you're watching this at the time I'm recording it. It is July 16th. We're in Cancer season. New moon is tomorrow. So we're in our fields. The Four of Cups. We might be looking at something or looking at things and being like, well, this isn't everything I wanted, or this isn't how I wanted things to go, or this, it is like, I'm dissatisfied with what's in front of me. But we don't want to miss an opportunity or something unexpected coming in. Two of Pentacles on the external. So we're juggling, we're balancing things. We've got a lot going on. We're busy. We could be balancing ourselves with other people, home life, certain aspects of our life, possibly two things or multiple. There's a need for concentration and focus and bringing things into balance. And then as God sees it, we have the Queen of Wands. So that's interesting. Cups are water energy. So that's our emotions. That's our feelings. We're in our feelings. We're like, we want the experience of unconditional love. We want to feel fulfilled. We want to feel happy. We're looking at what's right in front of us, and we're not getting that from what's right in front of us. But there could be an opportunity coming in, something unexpected, something that we could miss if we're just like, looking at what we're not happy with or what we're dissatisfied with. The Two of Pentacles, that could be because we are busy. We're trying to bring things into balance. We could be juggling a lot. So there's definitely a need for pause. I remember hearing this story one time, and it was a woman saying that her grandmother used to tell them when they were about to leave in the morning or whatever, slow down or we're going to be late. And I freaking love that, because when you hurry up because you think you're going to be late, that's when you forget things or you can't find your keys. It also goes with there's like the Buddhist thing of everybody should spend 15 minutes quietly alone. Unless you're busy, then it should be an hour, There's something to that. There's literally no fucking reason that you can't pause for 5 minutes. But there's something here about needing quiet time to take a deep breath, to pause, because we need to get out of this like emotional being all up in ourselves, to the queen energy, to being creative, to getting out in front of things, putting our emotions and our attitude out ahead of us. So maybe we're in a more of a reacting kind of stage, and we just need to get out ahead of that a little bit with the fire energy so that we can create things instead of react to what's already been created. Otherwise, we're just going to create more of that situation. Let me clarify the Queen of Wands. Page of Swords. Page of Swords. Swords are air. Oh, excuse me. So air energy, air is our words, our thoughts, our communications. Pages are ideas, new thoughts, new messages, maybe new, like something new is coming in, but we're brushing it off because we're like, no, I'm working on this that's right in front of me. But we need to turn around and see, are there other things that are coming towards us that we are not paying enough attention to that could turn out to be something? We're so focused on what we're not satisfied with that we're missing something. Let me ask, what are we missing? What are we missing? Three of Swords and the Lovers. What are we missing? I mean, the Three of Swords is heartbreak, also can be healing. And the Lovers is making a choice. So, and it can be, it's a choice in love, but this can be career or like path or purpose or whatever. But basically the Lovers is where you like give your heart to a thing, and that can be risky. So maybe there is something we're afraid of choosing. Maybe we know that the choice is there, but the Three of Swords is like, we've been hurt in the past, and so we're afraid to take that risk. There's definitely an element of leaving our comfort zone and taking a risk in this reading. Pull one of these. Because, and wands are action, right? Swords are thought. So God is I put, internal is right here. What's in front of us is right here. And then I put this, I call it the God spot. So God's like, you have the ideas, you have the creative power, like bring your emotions there. Get excited, get your feelings into this thing that you are trying to create instead of dwelling on the past. I'm kind of looking at the Queen of Cups as though she's like just staring into the past. Like, we need to turn around and look to the future and get excited about that. But rather than dwelling on heartache, oh, what's the new thing? It's like, we might be concentrating on this heartbreak over here. So this is like an either or, but we really need to turn around and open our hearts to something new, that like to be vulnerable. Be happy. So yeah, I mean, the happy card is like, there's always something to be happy about. Love that. This card reminds me too of the Star card. in tarot because she's holding a star. It's like having hope after a difficult point. Maybe you need to do a gratitude list, no matter how creative you have to get with what you are grateful for. I'm going to pull another one. That's number 26. In case numbers mean anything to you. Orphaned. Orphaned is feeling alone, feeling abandoned, feeling like you don't have anyone to look up to. And again, it's like, look, these two are kind of making me think of one another. We need to be open. We've got to open ourselves up to other possibilities. We've got to stop dwelling on the past. I mean, look at the difference in those two cards. Like she's folded in and hunched over. And in this one, you know, she's open. One of these. Okay. Then I'll pull some. I want to pull one of these. And then we'll do one for advice. We'll get a few for advice. Authenticity, number 10. Who I truly am is good indeed. I am authentic in thought, word, and deed. And then harvest, number 43. As the waves of the ocean are infinite, as the trees in the forest grow tall, let my work now bring me to harvest. I am ready to receive my all. So what's coming to me for this is that maybe something is not working out. Something isn't coming to fruition. And we have to be real with ourselves about that. Like, what do we really want? You know, but what really is showing up for us, even if we're dissatisfied with the entirety of it, or there's a missing piece. There's a need to be grateful for what is working out instead of dwelling on what is not working out. And I for some reason keep hearing like you have not been abandoned by God. Like God has not forgotten about you. There are reasons things are working out the way that they are. Let me do. Oh my God. You are being guided by unseen forces. Have faith, all is well. I mean, yes, don't lose your faith, but don't keep looking at the thing that isn't happening. Do another one. Every day is a new beginning. So yeah, I mean, don't, you know, give yourself too much trouble for where you're at right now. Like if you're kind of stuck in your feels, every day is a new beginning. Every minute. You can always refocus. Let me get advice. Advice. 9 of Pentacles, self-care, taking care of yourself. Also, the bird represents spirit. So making sure like prayer. You know, I want a new camera for my birthday, which is on Thursday. Because this shit is pissing me off. I can't figure out how to make it stop. Anyway. I'm grateful that I have all the shit I have. Where was I? Taking care of yourself, also giving yourself grace. She knows her worth, right? Maybe we're in some bullshit, but it's like, knowing our worth is not based on the things we have or the situations that are around us. We have inherent worth. Ace of Swords makes me think of Archangel Michael as well. But Ace of Swords, this is coming out for advice: being clear thinking, being honest, being authentic. As you know, the card came out about authenticity, being real, being vulnerable. There's something about this, like really exposing ourselves, and being open and transparent, and knowing our worth. Seven of Wands. Standing up for ourselves. With the Seven of Wands, I always point out, he's holding space for himself. He's not like attacking anyone, right? This is holding our ground, creating space for ourselves. Also knowing our worth, knowing that we are worth standing up for. Everything that's coming at him is below him. So we're in a position of power. I feel like I'm missing something, so let me keep digging. It's like, because it's not about glossing over our feelings about the past, right? We really might feel kind of abandoned by God or spirit or the universe at the moment, but that's not the case. There's something here about knowing your value, regardless of what is being reflected back to you by the outside world, and that somehow this is a lesson that we're learning at a deeper level at the moment. Just this trust and this faith in ourselves and knowing that we're loved. Kind of like the part of where I got to and get through all the time, because it happens regularly in manifesting, where just because what I'm manifesting hasn't shown up doesn't mean I'm doing it wrong. Like it's knowing, it's that place where you're like, you want it so bad, but you're learning that just that wanting it is showing the universe that you don't have it. There's kind of a desperation and a neediness in this reading. We got pleasure. This should be fun. Like, you should be having fun. It's not about the grind, or I'll be happy when the universe gives me what I want. Are things on hold for you? I'm looking now at the Two of Pentacles, kind of being like, past and present, past and future. And like, he's right in the center. Like, we are in the now. We need to enjoy this nowness of now. It's not about postponing our enjoyment until a later date when things are more satisfying for us. Abundance. Weird. So we've gotten harvest and abundance. It's a really pretty card. I want you to see it. Let's see. Anyway, So something is coming in. It just doesn't fucking feel like it. It just doesn't feel like it. But it's coming. An abundance of something. Let's get a final word. What's the final word? Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is things moving quickly. Again, swords are truth. Sometimes the Knight of Swords can be irrational and moving too quickly. It's a very fast energy. Let me clarify that one. I kind of hate that card. So for some reason that feels important. Like, and then we got the Seven of Swords. We just don't know what the fuck is going on. We don't know. We're not meant to know. There's stuff going on behind our backs. And we're just not meant to know it. And it doesn't necessarily feel good. And we don't really like it. But do we still have faith? Because there's something about having to get through this that will take us to abundance. Well, I didn't like this reading. But I did. I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. It's like, life can't just all be all good. Like, it's got to be hard too. And we got to get through that right now. But anyway, I hope you have a great day on Earth. Thanks for stopping by. Peace. Namaste.